Everybody stay tuned to the end of this video, and I'm gonna have an announcement there about a meet and greet in Manila if you're able to make it. So stay tuned and we'll see how that goes.
Hindi kayo malipatan kang tanan-tanan na mga nanay at mga kabataan na ang ginhimo ni Ma'am Togyano sa Damokot Elementary School kanami gid. Ang ginaano ko kay Ma'am, sabi gid ka na sport sa ato niya. Ma'am, more power and God bless.
Thank you so
Hello guys, so I'm here right now in Derm Clinic. So I'm here so that I want to remove my white hair. So it's time for treat myself for today. So it is here located at SM City, Mandurriao.
Good morning to a beautiful day, everybody. Beautiful day here. Nice day on the beach. Myself and Mont and Joel, we all been up here holding on to PPR pipe, connecting everything up, holding everything straight out the walls on each side and all to make sure we got it all lined up the way we want it. Getting these pipes in back here for these little sinks that we added. And we're working on getting it all put up in place in here as well. Then they're going to backfill this floor up higher. What you see, this tile here is up higher than that floor anyway. And we're going to backfill just a little bit additional in there with a real deep, like a mortar bed. And then we'll take the tile adhesive and go over the top of that. And all this will be embedded in the floor. Now, excuse my voice. I've had some allergies and been a little under the weather. The floor, we're going to clean it up in there really good. They got a little bit of skim coat all over that, but this got flexi seal. But I asked them to clean it up, get it all dry and everything, and go up that wall, retouch some of that rough cement, and go up that wall a ways with that flexi seal also to make a good pan underneath there. And then we'll put that thick mortar bed down, embed all the pipes in, and then tile over the top of that, and it'll give enough room for all the drains and everything to stick through, and that all should work out really nice. So that's what we're working on right now, but we're short a couple fittings and they're on break, and I'm gonna send Mont up to town because Melinda's got my truck, and let him go to get these. There's actually a hardware store here in town now that sells this PPR, so we're very happy for that. Before, I was having to drive all the way to the neighboring town of Oton to City Hardware and buy this, or I'd have to drive all the way to Vista Mall to buy this, but now I can actually buy it right here in town. Meanwhile, right here, Amben has been doing this stonework on these little columns. He's got this one done. Then we'll clean it up and we'll come back over it with that sealer, and it'll give it that nice luster to it. But happy to get that done, and that kind of carries the flow of the house from down in the front and all around downstairs and inside. It carries that flow on up here now, just like with the walls and all there also. So that's another positive. And he's working on this one here right now at the moment. And so it's coming on up too. Sadly, as it is, the work for Amben is just about to run out. I might have another area that he can work on painting down by the garage, but on the most part, my work for him is just about done here. And that's sad. It's sad with me, but I'm also happy because it means that we're finishing up some stuff and I can cut labor. But it's sad because I really like working him. I really do. So it's a bittersweet situation, but it's a situation that I'm ready to face and move on. And Amben's all right. He's got a lot of skills. His wife, they got a farm up in the mountains, and he will probably head back up to the mountains to the farm up there once this work here is done, because he really enjoys being up there. But I'm going to tell you what a great guy. Just an absolutely great guy. We love some Amben here, man. He is a good dude. He's quiet. He does his work. He don't even like to work with others. He'd rather work alone. Most guys want a helper, but not Amben. He likes to do everything solo. He likes to have his own project himself, no helper. And it doesn't take much instructing for him either. And he gets stuff done or figures it out. He's just a rock solid person. And we love him. It's Melinda's cousin, her first cousin. It's her dad's brother's son. And they live right next door. They were all grown up together. And he is definitely part of the family and part of this place right here. Just loving the staircase, boy. It is looking so beautiful. I've been talking with the handrail people. I was thinking I might buy parts for it and send from the US and all. But the people that did our stainless railing, he's got some suppliers that I don't know about, and he is very talented. And I really want him to be the one to do it. I do. I like him. I see him all the time, him and his wife. They are very nice people, and it's something that I would like for him to do. So we've been kind of exchanging some messages over the past few days. Well, everybody, it's getting near to the end of another day, and I'll show you what all has been going on. We connected all the PPR up in here. The guys mixed the concrete and raised the floor up and embedded all that pipe in. Joel is, now these tiles are not stuck down, they're just laying here right now because he's mapping out his layout on his tiles and for where this drain's going to go, and there's a drain pipe right underneath there. We already dug out the cement for it, so that drain will be going in, and he's got some pencil marks going on down there somewhere. Yeah, right there. So he's just mapping out right now, and we'll address that. But we got all of the hot and cold water tied up everywhere and pressure tested. Amben finished right here at doing the stonework around this column, and then down here after we did the tile, he filled in the little bottom pieces around. Mok and I, we worked in here and tying up all these wires in this room, and we hung temporary lights all in here everywhere, and got some of our switches and stuff going. So we got lights going in here, and we got all the wall outlets going in here. There was a couple single switches that I needed, and so we didn't screw some of these up to the wall yet. And I need to get more of those little wooden, I don't know what you want to call them, like little bezels or whatever that we made, that where we could put those right on the ceiling and then snap those LED lights in like you've seen all throughout the rest of the house here. I need to get a few more of them made. I'm running short on them. Tomorrow we will connect the wires up right up here in the foyer, get those connected. I'm not ready to put those lights in right there yet. we'll just probably just connect these two right over my head on this little pathway, this little landing right across here. Those we'll revisit when it's time to hang our foyer light and all, which we've not even picked out yet. But we got all that plywood and bamboo down, and there's an area here they haven't painted. They can get to that now and paint it, and it's just so beautiful to see the staircase and all wide open now without all of that plywood and bamboo stuck across right up there. Some of the little add-on little caveats I'm wanting to do is, you see this little ledge right here. I'm wanting to get the guys next door to come over and make another piece of precast, this trim, a little finished trim across right here. And I'm wanting to go across the front of this big beam right here. The reason I made that such a big ledge was I want to be able to put plants across up there. So if we put that molding across the front with concrete and we leave it sticking up kind of big and high, it'll create a little drop down in behind it with that flat area that we can tile it and run a little strip of tile across the back wall, or just some of that stone, and it'll give it some protection there so that something like a plant or anything can't fall, but we could put some greenery across up there. One of my worries about that though is Melinda. I'm worried about her messing around with it and end up slipping on that staircase and taking a fall. So that's going to be one of the downsides of maybe I don't want plants. Maybe I just want to put some kind of decor across there. And if so, I'll have to leave that molding down just even probably with what's there, and I only bring it up a couple inches. And we can put some type of decor there that does not have to be tended to. I was sitting there just thinking as I was talking to you guys, and know my wife, she'll get up there messing around this staircase and she'll take a fall because she has to constantly be messing with those plants. And speaking of wife, there she is after a day in the city. There she is. Ain't seen her all day. Hadn't seen her or the truck all day. But there it is right there. It's looking great. So right there at that door opening, there'll be a set of French doors there. This is the jamb for it right here. It's also made out of teak wood. Has a little radius at the top and all. Joel also cut it. There's the part it cut off, and they'll be installing that tomorrow. So that's also going to be nice to get that done. I have not had the doors made yet though. After it's all in and lined up really nice and straight and everything, I will get with Bonbon and get them busy making the door. I have a project going on out there at the beach, and it's like our little side filler project where we're building a base really strong and buried down into the sand deep for a Baiacubo right out the water, a nice big size one that we can really enjoy. We let all the neighbors and everyone use our little small one that's over here to the side. Maybe you can't see it so well through the screen, but the little small one to the side right there, we let neighbors and everybody use it all the time. In fact, they celebrated a birthday out there at it yesterday, some neighbors did. But that one's just, it's makeshift. It wasn't done very well, but we're doing a better one right out there in front of that boat that's going to be built really solid and should last us a long time. We're using that bamboo that's real thick walled, super thick, should last years. And we're slowly filling it up and building it up to where it's going to be anywhere from like 2 foot to about 3 foot above the level of the rest of the beach there. That way, if there's those real high tides or waves coming in off, maybe, just maybe, it might survive. It is sitting in from where the gabion cages stick out, so maybe that will provide it a little bit of shelter. We'll see. Mother Nature is the boss. Hey, if you want a chance to do a meet and greet with us, we are going to be up in Manila on July the 28th. We're going to be at Bayview Park Hotel. That is right there on Rojas Boulevard at Ermita, near the U.S. Embassy right there. We want to set a time with everyone. It'll probably be like, if we're going to do it, maybe around lunch or in the afternoon, something like that. So any of you that might be interested, write us an email, jamesray080808@gmail.com, and let us know if you're interested in meeting up there at Bayview Park Hotel in Ermita on Rojas Boulevard on July 28th and have a little meet and greet. If you can come, that's great. If you can't, well, we're going to be there any which way as we make our route back to the United States, but not to Texas yet. There's going to be a little surprise twist coming on that. So write us, let us know if you can meet up, and we hope that we see you there. Thank you. Take care.